Yay, it's recording. Awesome. Okay, cool. So welcome to the call, you guys. I just said it before, but we have Megan's team on, Team Be Fit, Be Free, I think it's called, and us, Team Fly. So I just wanted to start out. I don't have your guys' stats, I'm sorry, but for recognition for our team, Samantha just hit Success Club 5 a couple days ago. So nice job, the first one on the team. Brooke is at Success Club 3, and Emily and Lisa are at Success Club 1. So keep it up. You guys are almost there. We'll have we still have 2 more weeks. It's hard. February's short. So I think it was Lisa, right? You're at 1? Yeah. Okay, cool. I didn't see you. I was looking all over for you. Okay. So this is a short month, obviously, but there's still plenty of time. I don't even know what the date is. I feel like I've been inside for a week. All right. So we still have, a week and little bit left, a week and a half left or so, to keep pushing. Team Cup's going on right now. I know that it's a great way to stay motivated, help out your team. No one wants to be like the one that like doesn't hit Success Club and then everyone else does or anything like that. So I like the camaraderie that comes with that. Health bet, it's over, but if you've received that little email blurb about receiving your money, post that. Scotty Hobbs did a little thing where he talked about that and sharing that. Like, yes, we obviously get paid to help people, but we get paid to help ourselves too. So that was a cool way to look at it. Like, we don't know the money yet or anything, the totals yet, but it's cool to be like, yes, I do this business and work for helping others and make income that way, but to make income for literally just working out and drinking for myself is a cool way to spin it. Obviously the Success Club prize right now is the Bluetooth speaker and the Team Cup things. I'm not sure if you guys all saw, it was posted in the team pages, but also in the back office for March. They are going to keep the price for the all access at $199 for the challenge pack, which is awesome. And then they are going to drop it down to only 2 Success Club points though. So that kind of stinks, but it's a good push for the end of the month. Like really push for that. It's wicked easy to get to 10 that way, or 5 or whatever your goal is. But if someone just orders Shakeology HD, that will now be 2 points. Whereas it used to just be the challenge pack was 2 points. So some cool changes, we knew something was going to happen. At least they didn't increase the price of the all access challenge pack, which I kind of thought was going to happen. So that's cool. All right. So I wanted to talk about Success Club tonight. And, I don't know about you guys, we have Success Club push groups. We have Success Club trainings. We have Success Club prizes. There's everything we talk about is about Success Club, right? There was a time and I'm for Meg's team, I'm a very honest, straight to the point type of person. So I have no like secrets. I tell you guys everything. So there was a point where I truly thought, is Success Club just a way, is it just like a way for them to get us to sell more things? Is there really a purpose to it? Does it really help my business? What's the point of it? I didn't know. I was in a time where I wasn't hitting Success Club, so it was probably why I was thinking that. But why Success Club 5? So I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of Success Club first, and then we'll talk about how to get there. I'm gonna keep my phone. Okay, so it is important for this reason. So if you're in this business to run it, make a business out of it, whatever your goals are and your wishes for this business, whether it's to make $100 a month to pay for your Shakeology, or whether it's to make $10,000 a month and retire and build your dream home and anything like that, whatever it is, Success Club is the baseline for that. So we want to make sure we're helping 2 to 3 people a month. That's not that hard. They set the baseline fairly low for that reason, so that it's attainable, but it's still a stretch. If you're helping 0 people a month, you're not going to get very far. The point of helping 2 to 3 people a month, if you do that every month and really help them, not just sign them up, throw them in a group, never talk to them again. If you do that, they're probably not going to, stick on Shakeology because they don't necessarily see the value in it. They haven't really felt the true experience of doing it for drinking Shakeology for 30 days straight, working out, sticking to the meal plan. If you're not giving them all the tools to help them succeed, then they won't stick with it. But if they stay on it and you're helping 2 to 3 people a month, I guess Success Club after this month will pretty much be 3 people. and they stay on it for next month. This business is residual income. That's what it's about. So to have, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I do have a spreadsheet somewhere that's like, if you sign up 3 people with the challenge pack this month and they stay on it for the rest of the year, and you do that same cycle, I think it ends up being about $8,000 if you do the all access challenge pack. That's pretty awesome. That to make an extra $8,000, obviously people are going to drop off. I know that, but if you get them all to stay on, that's what it would be, about $8,000 for the year. Pardon my math if it's not exactly accurate. But also another point of the signing the 2 to 3 people a month is that obviously people will drop off. If people didn't quit fitness programs left and right, none of us would have a job doing this. I mean, frankly, I haven't worked out, well, besides like today, in a long time. I've been really sucking at that. And I ate like a bagel every day this weekend. So we are not perfect. Our customers are not perfect, but we need to help them in the best way possible. Helping 2 to 3 people a month should keep that residual income going so that you don't have those months where you're not making any money. If you don't have a single HD order go through in a month, that means that you're probably not helping 2 to 3 people a month. And then it goes beyond just signing them. I think that's the most important part, is it goes beyond just the sale of the challenge pack. But we're not going to get into that, but that's how you get the residual effect of things. I have some pictures which I can share here. Let's see. So I know there's some newer coaches on and some veteran coaches. So let me see if I can share my screen. Sorry for those that this is a total repeat for, but I think it's important and it's a good reminder. So why Success Club? Helping 3 people a month, getting your business going is awesome, but there's so many other things that come with that. There are trips. For right now, we're pushing for the Success Club 2018 trip. Every time you hit Success Club, you have a better, if you're not already off the waiting list and have your spot, you have a better chance of getting off the waiting list and being able to go to Mexico in 2018. If you're pushing, if you like to travel, right? A lot of us I know are heading to Punta Cana in April. We went on a cruise last year. There's so many awesome trips that you can get fully paid for by hitting Success Club every month, and it'll get you off the wait list. There are also perks at Beachbody events. Summit, when it gets close to that, if you haven't been, Summit is the best. But there are perks of hitting Success Club when you get there. There are different events and parties and all sorts of things like that. If you hit Success Club 5 or 10 for 12 months straight, you become an all-star. If you hit it for 24 months straight, you become an all-star legend, which means you get recognized at Summit. There are also monthly giveaways. Obviously, we know right now is the prizes for the Team Cup. Last month, it was the personal development with Rachel Cruz. I have bags, I have games, I have so many things in my little room over there of Success Club prizes that, it's fun to have. I mean, I wear the shirts all the time and stuff, but some of them are fun giveaways for people. Don't have to spend your money on, we got all those P90X programs, right? For one, that was a year ago. You could give those away as a prize. Hey, anyone who signs up with All Access gets this as well, or something like that. That's a great idea. So, all right, let me see my next slide. I don't know what that last sentence was. All right. So another cool thing that comes with Success Club is leads. In order to receive leads, you need to be an Emerald coach and hitting Success Club. This is so important. This, again, is where the residual income part comes in. You get free money, basically. Free customers. It's so cool. If you don't know much about it, check out the FAQ. But basically, anytime that someone signs up for for anything, a program, Shakeology, a challenge pack, a coach, well, if you're diamond, I guess, anything like that, and it goes through the website, or they order off the infomercial, or they just don't know a coach and just sign up and call in, those customers, Beachbody wants everyone to have a coach because they know that's the key to success. So they all get assigned to a coach. So if you hit Success Club 5 and you're an Emerald and you have all the other statistics that you can look up in the FAQ, you get free leads. customer leads. And so that means basically you don't get the commission for their first order, but any subsequent orders after that you would. So it's kind of cool to connect with those people. They're people that are in your complete cold market that you've never talked to. If you hit Success Club 10, and this is where I think Success Club 10 is invaluable, you get paid leads. So if you hit Success Club 10, these orders, you actually get the commission off their first order. So the other day I got an HD Shakeology order. So I got the $32.50. And if she doesn't cancel her order and it orders again next month, I'll get the Success Club points, actually 2, which is cool, and the commission again. Samantha just received a challenge pack order, so she got like $50 for it. So I say it comes in at the end of the month anywhere between $100 and $200 extra. It depends. Obviously January is a wicked busy month and it's super easy to hit Success Club, so there are less leads, so it'll probably be closer to 75. But this month definitely closer to 100 to 200. Check out all the other things. I'm not gonna go into that, but I have had customers who have been on, that I've never talked to, and some of them don't respond to you. I send them a message, and some don't, and they just stay on Shakeology and do their thing, and it's another way for free residual income. This is about the leads. You can read more about this, but basically it's one of the perks of hitting Success Club. All right, let me stop sharing my screen. Cool. All right. Does anybody have any questions about how to hit Success Club, what Success Club is, how to get there? I know to me, I'm almost a coach for 3 years. So like some of the basic things I forget to explain. So if you have any questions, it's the one. I remember the first time I hit Success Club, it was like July or whatever, my first month. And then the next month, Nikki was like, my coach was like, how's everyone doing for Success Club? And I was like, oh, I'm fine. Amanda's going to have her Shakeology bag again, and this person's bag's going to go through again, so I should be fine. And she's like, no, you don't earn Success Club points from previous orders. I was like, oh, 3 new people a month. Gotcha. I felt like I will never forget what an idiot I felt like, and everyone on the team was probably like, you fool. But we all have those first moments, so there's no stupid questions. But so if you have any questions like that, like how to get to it, what it means, don't be afraid to ask, because I guarantee you're not the only person that has those type of questions. All right. And then I wanted to also talk about what pushing means. So I don't know about you guys, but we often do like an end of the month push group where anyone who's pushing for Success Club, we all gather together, talk about where we're at. Are you at Success Club 0 and pushing for 5? Are you at 5 and pushing for 20? Where are you at, and what can we do to get you there? So that's all good in theory, but if you're not doing the work, joining another group is seriously just a waste of everybody's time. What pushing to me means, and obviously everyone has their different ways, and if you're doing the work consistently in your 4 vital behaviors every single day, the last 8 to 10 days of the month may not be a push for you. You may already be at your goals. If you've already hit Success Club 5 or Success Club 10, what I teach my coaches, whatever their goal is, anything after that, just put it under your spouse account. Get them to Success Club. Keep going. We can talk about the details that come with that, but that's way more income with volume and everything. But I say get yourself to Success Club 10 and push everything after that under your spouse account. So if you're hitting Success Club 10 by the 15th, keep going. Don't stop there. Like I see so many people hit 5 or 6 and then they're done for the month. Like they'll hit it on like the 10th and you don't see another point come through for the month because that's like their goal and they can't get beyond that. But there is something called the law of abundance. And it's not just like, okay, I helped 3 people this month, and if I sign up another coach or customer, I'm not going to have any more customers to sign up in March. It's not quite how it works. It's the more people you help, the more people you get to help, because you can have more to post about on Facebook. They'll tell their friends. There are 1,000 reasons that why the law of abundance works. So I don't want you to, if you're sitting at Success Club now and you're like, this call's stupid, I can just, I'll just get it next month. I'm all set for this month. That's so not how it works. So use push groups. Use the last 8 to 10 days of the month to push your hardest to make the beginning of the next month easier. So ways to push is, and I'm reading the 10X rule for those of you who haven't read it. Or I'm listening to it on audiobook. It's a great book so far, but it talks about amplifying your efforts times 10 basically. So if you're hitting for Success Club 5, say we're all hitting for Success Club 5 by the end of the month, right? And right now you're sitting at 0 and you're sending 2 to 5 messages a day. Well, we need to times that by 10, okay? Whatever your efforts are needs to be times by 10. Not literally, of course. I don't mean like post 50 times on Facebook a day or anything like that, but put in 10 times as much effort. Like, are you truly posting your workout, your Shako, something to help others, sharing your story, talking about the coaching opportunity? Are you really doing those things every day in some form? Look on your Facebook page, like have a friend look at or coach look at your Facebook page and see how it looks. And the real only thing that will really make the biggest difference is sending more messages. It's a numbers game. Say you send 10 messages, 2 people respond to you. One of them is considering buying a program or Shakeology. That's still only a potential out of 10 people. So you need to up those numbers. It's a numbers game about talking to people. This isn't the right thing for everyone. Shakeology. It isn't. There's some people that are allergic. There's some people that just don't like it. There's some people say they don't like it because they just want an excuse. Some people truly can't afford it. Some people don't want to drink shakes. That's okay. We cannot help everyone. We can help the people who want to be helped with the programs and things that we have to offer. Figure out something else that may work for them. Maybe, for like gym rats, we're like, oh, we can't help gym rats. I do my workout in the gym every day at my office. We have a gym. I just use my phone and I put it on top of the barbells. And if someone needs to use them, I move out of the way or I put it like on the, mirror on the side. I do my workouts at the gym. Other people could. There are plenty of, things that can negate other people's excuses, but it's a numbers game when hitting Success Club. As much as we talk about hitting Success Club and the importance of it, and it 100% is about growing your business, is a bare minimum hitting Success Club every month, the focus in your brain should still be about helping people. So instead of thinking to myself, like, I have to hit Success Club 10, which is really like, it gets me deep inside. It gives me anxiety. I woke up and you're like, oh my God, I'm at Success Club 2 and I got to hit 10. Like, where can I find 4 more people? That's like putting a numbers target on them and like writing SC on their, instead of their scarlet letter, we just like write Success Club on them. Like, that's not how it comes to fruition. So we have to make sure that we're still thinking of them as people and treating them as people that want to be helped. So that's hard to do. It's a mental switch, but that's when personal development comes in. So I think it was Brittany Leggett who once said that before she responds or sends any messages, whatever time of day she does that, she reads her 15 minutes of PD right before she does her messages. So that way it comes across as genuine, because, PD, at least for me, sets me in the right mindset. It comes across as genuine. And I still haven't listened to that yet. Yes. And it's so true. It's about, okay, I'll have to listen to that one. It's about helping people. So, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Listening, reading PD, listening to PD, meditating, doing your affirmations, writing in your gratitude journal, whatever your thing is that kind of gets you centered and away from the income, away from the Success Club points, away from that mentality, and just think, I know this person has talked to me before and told me she has 40 pounds to lose before her wedding in June. That's just an example, right? So I say to myself, okay, how can I help her lose her 40 pounds or whatever? I'm just making up numbers here. How can I help her lose her 40 pounds to reach her goal? If you put other people first, it will 100% pay off for you. Like, not every time. I'm not saying that by any means. It's not going to lead to a Success Club point every time. But hey, so she just gets a program? Okay, help her. Show her along the way how Shakeology will make her results happen faster, but start her off somewhere. Start her off with all access. Start her off with a free meal plan. How hard is it? You have them saved on your desktop. Just be like, hey, I know you're still thinking about this. This is kind of what I like to use. Or here's a recipe that I thought you might like. Help in some way. I don't know if you guys have read Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vee, but that is kind of it. It's all about adding value and helping people, and then right hook, and then going in for the sale. Yes, we're salespeople and trying to get there, but we are still, there's a fine balance of the two. So I want to make sure that I'm clear, like, I did this call specifically about Success Club because we're trying to get there. Everyone's pushing Team Cup, all this stuff. And I want to make sure that you understand the importance of it and why, based on the residual income part of this business. But when it comes down to how to run this business successfully, if you're not in it to help people and, you don't give a crap what happens after after the first 30 days when they're on, you've just bought the challenge pack or they're in your first group or whatever, it won't be successful for you in the long run. So I just want to make sure that, that's clear for you guys to see the balance of both. And it's internal for everyone. However you guys figure it out is totally whatever works best for you. But I want to make sure it's clear that it's still about helping people. I was just on a call with my leaders before this, and we were talking about that. There are a lot of MLMs out there, a lot of different network marketing companies out there. In some regards, I'm in this group with Lindsay Stay. If you don't know her, she's so fabulous to follow. And she was talking about like how kind of other companies have it easy. They don't have to help people. Like they don't have to convince people that this is the right thing to help their lives improve. If you say, oh my God, here are a cute pair of leggings with like puppies on them, that's not that hard of a sell, right? If you're saying to someone, you've told me about your struggles and I'm here to help you if you're ready to help yourself, that is a hard sale, right? So I kind of got off on the tangent. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I just want you to think, about helping people. Thanks. I just want you to remember that though it is hard, it's 1,000 times more rewarding. Anyone can go down and work at the Gap or work at Ulta or Sephora or whatever and sell these things. That's not what we're about. So once you get around the like helping people aspect, which for me was hard. I'm a numbers person. I'm very kind of to myself and like don't really share my emotions well. So dealing with other people that do that and like helping people get through these things, because losing weight or getting healthy or overcoming whatever obstacle, especially even if you're helping coaches, helping them overcome their finance obstacles, that's hard work. This is like the work of a therapist. And right now we're not getting paid for it, right? Like a therapist would. So you gotta make sure that you think that it does come with time with the residual income. So keep in mind that helping 3 people a month is not that hard. It's not the end of the world. We've seen coaches, there's some coach, I think on the other team that hit like 100 Success Club points last month. I'm like, that was nutty. I was like, I pushed like my butt off for 10. And I was like, when you see those things, you're like, I must be doing something. Or when I see those things, I say to myself, am I doing something wrong? Like I couldn't do that to save my life. But my mentor always tells me, he's like, it is not about that when it comes to the numbers, because I guarantee you that coach cannot help 50 to 60 people, whatever she signed up, achieve awesome results over the next 30 days. You know how hard that's going to be? So we're keeping it, you're feeling the, like the blinders on, like the competition thing. You see those numbers. Sorry. No kids. Megan is my like best friend. Sorry. Luckily Megan's not on. Megan's like one of my best friends and my success partner. And I see the numbers she drops and I get like, jealous isn't, I hate the word jealous, but like envious. I'm like, how did you do that? Like you just hit like, what was she at last month? Something crazy. And she's already, I think, at Success Club. I don't know the numbers exactly, but I'm like, I look at her and I get, the comparison game and I'm like, damn, how are you doing that? There are no secrets. It's just a numbers game. She just talks to more people than I do. So when it comes to that, blinders on, it doesn't matter. Her income does not affect my income. She shows us all the tools to get where she's at. It's not rocket science. She's not like holding the secret in a box and she's like, I'm not telling Katie, I'm going to make her suffer. She literally gives us her scripts, right? Like last week, she showed us her scripts because I asked her, I was like, how are you doing this? You're throwing out crazy numbers and I'm jealous and I want to be you. And literally that's how, exactly, you do you. So true. And it's hard. Especially, I don't know if you guys have taken the GEM test yet, but if you are any of a Ruby personality, which is like in it for the recognition and you love the competition and you're in this Team Cup to win it right now and you want to see your name, Kyla, sorry, and you're on like, you want to be on the top of the board and you see a friend that's up above you and you're like, oh, I'm going to call my grandmother who's like hanging on by a thread right now and I'm going to call her and I'm going to make her sign up for a challenge pack. I'm gonna beat you. Like, if that's where your head's at, then that's totally fine. There are so those personalities, we all kind of have it in us a little bit, and you see it and you get competitive, and you see like just a Becca Robinson's already at 18 and she's pushing for 40 or something right now. I know, right? I'm terrible. I have no filter. So, you know, and you see those numbers and it does become a competition, but blinders on, look down at your computer, read your personal development, send your 3 to 5 messages. If it's the end of the month and you're still pushing hard, send 10 messages. How many friend requests do you, how many friends do you have on Facebook? You know, how many people who liked your stuff yesterday that you can just send a message to, talk to them, see how you can help them. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with the chat here. Exactly. You can use that competition to fuel you if it does. Often with rubric personalities, it kind of puts the brakes on and doesn't push them as much as hinders them. So, you know, make sure it fuels you in pushing yourself. What I like to do, I don't know if you guys track your business at all, but look back at last February, if you've been a coach for that long. How many Success Club points did you hit last February? I can't remember what mine was, but you know, try to beat that by 3. Beat yourself. Put yourself as the competition. Or last month I hit 10 or 11. Gosh, I don't know my numbers right now. Sorry. You know, and try to beat that by 3. But when it comes to the competition of those around you, we're a team, obviously we help each other, it's friendly competition, I know that, no problem, but use it as fuel to your fire. You know, I try to catch Megan every single day and I tell her that to her face. I'm like, oh, what are you at? Okay, I'm at this. Okay, here we go. And if for us it works because we're a great team and we work well together. So just make sure it's that kind of competition. And if you're not feeling that and you're feeling like it's like, oh my God, I'm so mad at, and I felt this way. I'm not perfect. Like, I've looked at people and I'm like, how are they at that rank? I did that work and I should be at that rank. Or I put in the effort for those messages. How am I not at Success Club and they're at this, right? I'm not going to say that I've never been like mad about it, because I have. It happens sometimes. But to use it for fuel to your fire and make sure that you're reading a book that can put you in the right way. I just finished The Gifts of Imperfection, which I've been telling a lot of people to read. It's so good. It's a lot about the kind of comparison game and I forget the tagline in it, but it's something like forgetting who you think you should be and becoming who you really are. And that's kind of when the comparison game comes in. So you got a little bitter at this girl who I talked to who joined a different team the day after you chatted with her. Totally understandable. It's hard when you put in the effort and you're like, I introduced you to Beachbody. I told you about how awesome our team was. You're gonna be a great coach and have awesome success under me. Believe me, I'd feel the same way. I'd probably cry a little bit, but I'm looking emotional. Yes, so it happens. What I would say, if they join another Beachbody team, all you can think to yourself is hopefully they're in with a coach who helps them and runs challenge groups and gives the support that they need. It doesn't always happen. There are plenty of girls who you know, say they're business builders or they're running groups and they don't. Plenty of coaches, I don't mean girls. And so what I would say to that coach who went to another MLM another Beachbody coach, I wouldn't say that you did something wrong. What I would say to her, I'd be like, I totally understand that you went with that girl. You know, maybe she just had a better connection with them. Honestly, maybe she's just better friends with them. Sometimes that's what it's about. Like, but I would say to her, you know, I want to make sure that you're having success. If for some reason, you know, it doesn't work out there, or she's not running challenge groups and holding you accountable, feel free to shoot me a message back. And I'd be happy to help you in the future. Leave the door open. You know, you guys are going to know how bad I am with quotes. I'm so bad with quotes. And my team makes fun of me every week, but like something about bridges and burning them, and you build more bridges. If you block them, you can imagine. Exactly. If they blocked you, you can't imagine having them on your team. It's probably not a good fit. Totally. She's probably just embarrassed about it. And, you know, Samantha Bacon on this call is my sister. For those of you guys don't know, Samantha and I have almost 500 mutual friends on Facebook. Okay. So you look at that and you're like, damn, who would they come to? We went to the same high school. We know the same people from college. Like, how do they choose me or Sam, right? Obviously, she's my sister and my best friend, so I don't care. Neither of us care. But what we say, Samantha and I have completely different stories, completely different whys, and completely different body types and transformations. So people gravitate towards each of us differently. I tend to, have people come to me that have a lot more weight to lose because I have more weight to lose than Samantha does, and things like that. So just, try to get to it that maybe that person that just related to them more because they know that other person more. And sometimes it just is shitty and you feel like you wasted your time. Exactly. Totally. Like, I had someone reach out to me about Beachbody before I signed up, actually. I had just had my baby. My daughter was like 6 months old, not even. I was a single mom, like couldn't pay my bills. I don't even know if I'd been back to work yet. And she sent me a video for the Ultimate Reset. And I was like, I can barely heat up soup right now. I don't think I can do that. And I definitely don't have 200 and some odd dollars, you nutcase. And she just came to me with the wrong approach. If she had just said to me, how can I help you? What's going on, Katie? How are you? How can I help you? I would have been like, oh my God, I'm so hungry and I can't eat anything and I'm starving all the time. I had already lost all my baby weight because I'm a single mom. I had no time to eat. I couldn't figure out how to put my baby down and eat. It just didn't work out for me. But if she had asked me, how can I help you? And I could have told her, like, I have no money, I can't pay for my bills. I can't eat because I have no time. If she had said, Shakeology and might be the right thing for you because it keeps you full for 4 hours, I would have been like, oh yeah, I definitely need that. And she's like, and it has all the nutrients you need while you're breastfeeding your baby. I'd have been like, oh, that sounds perfect. And honestly, if she had said to me, hey, maybe you should look into coaching when you can work while the baby's sleeping, I might have thought about it, but she came at me the wrong way. And with her goals, this was like over 3 years ago. So there must have been something going on with the Ultimate Reset where they were like, it must have been something for Success Club or something was my guess that she was pushing for her goals and not mine. So if you lead with, this is not about you, Jess, this is not about your situation. I don't think you said the wrong thing to this girl in particular. This girl happened to just say it the wrong way to me and was focused on her own thing. So when you focus on people and helping them, and then when my coach came to me, she added me to a free clean eating group. I was like, genius, that's so easy. I can do clean eating group. And if I don't want to do it, I haven't wasted any money yet. And so it was a good opportunity for me to at least see what was going on. So that's when, again, the thing comes back to leading with how can you help them figure out their money situation, not like details about their money situation, but honestly, 140, I'm a single mom. I come from not being able to put heat in my oil tank to keep our house warm. 3 years ago, it was like 50 degrees in this house in the middle of winter. I come from that. So I know what it's like not to have $140. It does happen. I signed up with just the $40 coach fee. That was all I could afford. So find out what their true money situation is and see how you can help them. Find out what their true schedule is like. Not everyone, yes, I want to sell Beachbody to everyone. I want to help everyone, but it's not possible at this time right now. So make sure that you're figuring out what their goals are. And exactly, that's totally fine to add them to your group. And if you talk to them about in the group, if you talk about, Shakeology and the importance of it and how you don't have to leave the gym, whatever your things are that you like about the Beachbody products, they may turn around and do it. Money has been a big objection lately. Hope people get their taxes back soon. That's a good one. It's so true. I had a girl the other day who told me that money was an objection for her. And I talked to her about it. I am an honest person, so this strategy doesn't work for everyone. But I said it about me. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally know what it's like, not being able to afford this. I swear I joke, like I swear half my paycheck goes to Target. Because I know, it's not everyone's problem. Like, exactly. Like, or shopping or clothes or whatever your thing is. And I presumed because she came to me and she related to me that she could agree. And she's like, man, I swear, if I just stopped shopping, I could probably afford this. And so I said to her, hey, why don't you just try to put $40 a week in your sock drawer, or whatever your number is, $20 a week in your sock drawer. Take it out when you think you can, put it in your sock drawer, and come to me when you have $140. Or I'll check back in with you in 3 weeks and see how it's going. It's true. I'm sorry, not everyone has $140, and that's okay, but they can find it and they can make it happen. Or, hey, could you cut out whatever your vices, Starbucks, Subway, McDonald's, for a month and put that money every time you would have gone there into a jar, and we can get it that way? Figure out how to help them. This is still not just, oh, I don't have $40, $140, see ya. Like, that's no way to help them. We can help them financially get to that point. Sometimes it is just an excuse, frankly. They don't want it and they say I have no money. Totally fine. I wish people would just tell us that. It would be easier. But if money is an object and that's an objection, that's no problem. Figure out if you can help them get through it. Say, okay, if you don't have $140 right now, would you start out with a $99 all access pass and upgrade to, Shakeology next month, or vice versa, or something like that? Whatever their situation is, it's about talking, it's about building relationships, figuring out what they need, and Success Club and points and income and all that stuff will come afterwards. But it won't come if you're just at the 23rd of the month saying, hey, I have a new challenge group starting and I get 2 Success Club points if you join, and blah, blah, blah. And don't you want to be a coach? You can make like $500 a month, whatever your taglines are to send to random people they've never talked to before. If you're sending those at the end of the month and they feel your pressure and you feel the pressure, and you're just like, please, someone buy, please, please, please. All I need is, it's the 29th now and I just need one more. They feel it, and they don't feel like the helping gene bug coming through. They just feel the anxiety that we all feel. So I hope, I don't know, I went off on a tangent at the end here because of all the chats going on, but I hope this helps, or at least put it into some perspective. Obviously I'm not giving like groundbreaking information or anything. You've all looked it up in the FAQ. Anytime you have a question on like Success Club or leads or Emerald or any of that stuff, Google it. I still Google everything or look it up in the FAQ, but like, if you're having trouble with inviting, just Google Beachbody inviting, something like that. Switch up the words every once in a while. You'll find videos from every single top coach on how to do it and what they do. There's no secret here. Like, I know that some of my friends aren't going to go to Melanie Metro just because. They'd still come to me if I do the right thing to talk to them. Melanie's not like up there like, oh, I'm going to keep all my secrets and not share them. She literally, up until recently, actually, her entire website was public. I don't think it is anymore, but you can still Google it and find her trainings and stuff. So if you feel like I hate inviting and that's why I'm not at Success Club, or I don't have any Facebook friends, that's why I'm not at Success Club, or whatever, I have no time, whatever our all excuses are of why we're not reaching our goals, think about it and try to Google it. Melanie Metro. Yeah. Is that what I said? Okay, so cool. Yeah, Melanie, she's an awesome person to follow. I talked to Samantha and I were talking about this the other day. She's top coach for like 3 years in a row right now, making more money than we could imagine, right? She gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning still every single day, and 5 in the morning, sorry, and does her workout and posts it every single day. What? Like, you would think like, oh, you're fine, you're done, you just sit back and you, like, why, right? Obviously she's a Ruby personality and likes to be on the top. Totally fine. That's her goal. I dig it. But like, if Melanie is making like God knows how much a year and number one, like, what more is in it for her that she still gets up, presses play at 6 a.m. and posts about it, right? It's because she knows that her people are still watching her to make sure she's doing it and to help them stay accountable. I see all the time on your all's pages, so you'll post your sweaty workout picture or your food or your shake, and people write under it like, thank you for posting this. I think Brooke just had it the other day, yesterday. Thank you for posting this. I watch you every day and I get so much inspiration from you. Yeah, they may not be your customers, or they may be, but you're still helping people, and that's what it's all about. And if you're talking to them and helping them, like, it's golden, and it's going to be this magic thing that turns into Success Club, which is what we started talking about. Really, Success Club, it's a number, it's a prize, it's not a big deal, but it's the basis of how to run a successful business and get the numbers that you need to not be at every month being like, how did I make this little money for this much effort? You want that residual part of it. So sorry, I went on a tangent at the end. Does anyone have any questions, whether you're having an invite going on that you're confused about, objections, anything about Success Club, either from Meg's team or ours, anything? We got a couple more minutes here. If not, it's not a big deal.
I have a question, Katie.
Hey, Stacy. Sure.
Hi. I feel like always good for a question.
Hey, I love it. I'm always sitting here like, anyone? Bueller?
I have a customer that he hasn't signed up. So I've been talking with him, and him and his wife are both interested. And I'm wondering what the best option for them would be.
Good question.
So being, obviously being a husband and a wife and living in the same house, and, like if there's an option of, like the all access, and then if like one of them signs up, and I just wasn't sure what,
Yeah, they could probably, I don't know if it's like legal to say, but they could probably share the all access pass. They're probably at home on the same TV or same computer, whatever they're using. It's probably not like it's a different one. And a lot of couples have the same email address too. So I'm not like compliance and all that, but I don't really see it being a problem. What I would probably suggest for them, if they're going to, stick with it and drink Shakeology every day, is to probably for one of them to sign up as a coach. So they can at least get the discount. I'd probably try to sell them the all access challenge pack. So that way they can, they don't have to each one be committed to a program that, switching back forth DVDs and all that stuff. They can do whatever they want through the year. And if they do that while signing up to be a coach, then any extra bags of Shakeology they order, they'll get the discount on. So I guess I would say, so like if they order, I always tell people start with one bag. I have a wicked thing about I don't like people wasting money, my customers. So I always tell people start with one bag. If you guys both try it, you like it, or you want to try a different flavor, in 2 weeks we'll order another bag. That way they're not like 2 bags coming at the same time. They start backing up. That's my personal philosophy. Does anyone else have anything on that? Because I know, everyone has different ideas on how they would do that personally. No, that sounds right. That's what I would do personally.
Don't sign them up anything more than one challenge pack to start. I have a married couple that I work with as well. And they're technically both my customers, but only one of them orders. And I think people like knowing that you're not trying to rip them off right from the get-go. Say, give it a shot. Just order one. You guys can share. If in 2 weeks you finish, or if in, a couple weeks you finish the bag and you're like, oh gosh, I'm running out, order again. And you're already going to be getting the discount. But they'll be getting even more of a discount because their first bag will be like $117, whatever it is with the discount coach price. But then their second bag's only $97 because they don't pay 2 coaching fees.
Exactly.
So really, I think that would be a selling point for them in terms of getting them to sign up, say, hey, do this. I'm going to save you even more money in the long run, but I just want to get you started to make sure you both are really liking it. And I want to sign you both up with this, but you can share the account. I'm going to do your program, recommend a program for each of them, and tell them, I'll treat you as 2 separate customers. That way you can have them in your group or whatever separate, but definitely try to give them as much value as you can right from the get-go. Really builds that trust, especially with a couple, because they're either going to both love it or both not like it, because couples tend to do the same thing.
Yes. Yeah. It's easier. It's always, obviously we're all in this together. It's easier when you're doing it with someone. And
actually we have a couple on, Lisa and Evan, if you want to chime in on the married couple, how that works. I think I'm not exactly sure actually how your business runs, but if you want to just talk about how you work with Shakeology and that.
We both do Shakeology. We do a little bit different exercise routine, drink hours at different times of the day, but we do both drink Shakeology, and we have some sample packs, and then I'm pretty religious on the vegan chocolate. He'll change around a little more, but we have some sample packs to try to broaden our horizons, so to speak.
Yeah, I guess it's being a team and sharing the packs. You look at the amount of the product you're actually using and determining, are you both going to be able to get through the month, or are you going to need to order? And that's where she's talking about the sample packs, or we order the multi. What did we get the last time? The sample packs of all the different flavors. And so that helps us to get through the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Is there any
I don't know if we were any help.
No, that was good. And that was a great question too. Good job. Anyone else have any questions like that? I like working through things because sometimes like you see even an objection or a question or problem in your own, conversations, and until you like talk it out and figure out what is, how you can best help them. I do it too with I'm like, even Meg, we both do it. We're like, I just got this message. What do I say to them? Like, how do I respond? What's the best way to help them? There's nothing wrong with it.
One of the things that we have actually kind of works well for us is I like to talk to people. I don't mind. I don't usually meet a stranger. Lisa gets shy with those type of things. And so if I talk to someone about it, I'll come back and say, hey, this is possibly someone that we can to sell to. She'll sit down and write little cards and say, hey, Evan talked to you today. This is what's going on. This is how we do it. This is the plan that we have. And I'll take it back to them whenever I see them the next time, which is usually the next day. So she's really good about sending the little notes and things, and I'm good with talking. I have no problem with that.
I talk all day. I'm tired of talking.
No, that's good. And for those of you guys who don't know Lisa and Evan, they're working together as a couple, and it's so cool to see this business. I know we often talk, I'm a single mom, but I hear from my coaches about like the hard times that they have with their spouses getting on board, and to see these guys like crush it together and help each other, like, makes me almost want to have a husband, but not not that much. maybe one day.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Did she just answer your question? You can order like a sample, that 1 7-day thing is, you can only order that once, like the 7-day, but that's a waste of money. It's so expensive. I like hate it when my customers order. I'm like, oh, you're literally wasting so much money. But you can order a 24 pack of samples, the sample package. I actually get it. I should be here. I don't know where it is. I like to have it on hand for me personally. Like when I travel, I like to give them to people. I have no problem. When people ask me for a sample, I like to give it to them. And yeah, boyfriends are tough. I mean, they're all tough, boys in general. 3 days. I mean, I'm not the expert. My boyfriend was doing it for like a hot second there, but it's not easy to get spouses and couples on board. I think that's one of our next calls in the next week or two coming up is about spouses and talking about that and relationships and families. And that's a whole nother thing, because it's not easy to get people that you love seeing you do something that looks crazy. I mean, we probably look kind of crazy to some people. Like we see, like how it's odd that you like love a shake and want to kiss it, but you literally do because it makes you feel so good. And that's crazy to some people. So it's hard to get the spouses on board until they start seeing the why of why you drink it every day and like how it makes you feel. And that's okay. Just they'll come around. Everyone does. Just takes time. But that was a good question. Does anyone else have any other questions or anything? You can ask one more.
I have another question. So I have another person that I've been talking to for about a month now. And I talked to Megan actually about her a little bit. So she just signed up for a year's like worth of personal training. like through a gym and all this stuff. So I've been talking to her about like the Shakeology and the containers and all that stuff. Is there a pack that she can get like that together, like with the shakes and the containers and like the guide and all that stuff, the whole, like the meal portion of it?
I think the club membership, thanks, hon. I think the club membership is still $140. It might be $160, but I thought it was still $140. You'd have to check the back office, but it's $140. Okay. Yeah.
Country Heat too.
Country Heat. Okay, perfect. So I would sell her one of those. It's only $10 more. And I would just say, especially just to back up on this one, if she is going to a personal trainer, first of all, I'd love to know how much a year's membership costs.
I know. I can't even imagine.
But
money might not be an issue.
If only I got to her sooner.
Yeah, that's all right. And it's okay for people to see a personal trainer. So like I would talk to her, hey, how many days a week are you seeing this guy? Is it 2 or is it 6? Because you can help her with those in between times. It sounds like money may not be an issue. If it's not, and you know her, well enough, I talked to her about the all access pass because she can still get Shakeology. It comes with the containers and the shake and every cup and all that. And then she has something to do on her off days. A personal trainers are really awesome for that 30 minutes or 60 minutes you're there with them. That is a badass 60 minutes for sure. But what are they going to do the rest of the week? Like, or if you go to a bar class or whatever it is that is fun for you, totally fine. But you got to do a little bit more than that to reach your goals. And talk to her about the nutrition aspect. Is he holding her accountable during the week? Because that's something you can offer. Like, think of all the things that you have to offer that he may not, and he may. But yeah, I would offer her either the club if she's not interested in doing at-home workouts, so she can at least get the stuff. The $440 one. And if she is interested in like having something to do during the off time, I'd talk to her about the all access pass.
Okay.
So,
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I love working through these things. Cool. All right. I kept you guys on too long. I'm sorry about that. So if anyone has anything, post them in your team page. And he gave you a meal plan and it was awful. I mean, it's not that hard. I'm not bashing personal trainers because it's a lot of work, but it's not that hard to become certified as one, right? We're not certified trainers by any means, but we offer the tools of the professional trainers that literally make millions of dollars a year to do this. They do. Autumn and Sagi and all them, they do the work. We just pass it out. So to get a personal trainer that really knows nutrition, thanks guys, really knows nutrition and really knows the depth. And also I have a hard time with men trainers for women. I'm sorry, but sometimes they just don't understand us. Not that they don't know what they're doing, but they don't understand that a lot of our weight gain or emotional stuff or eating it is emotional. Like, it's not, we all know not to eat the donut. It's not that hard. We know to go down to the gym. It's not that hard. It's the emotional stuff that sometimes they don't get. So I talked to her maybe about that and how you can help like with how she got to that point or whatever she needs.
Okay.
So cool. All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
See you on next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.